Hello friends. Sometimes you have to deal with such a situation when defects appear on a completely decent door that can serve and please its owners for more than 1 year, or an old handle or latch must be replaced. And it would seem that there is nothing to think about. We tint the defect, and instead of the old handle we take a new one and change it. But it's good if you want to put a handle of the same design again, but if you suddenly wanted to put another one instead. For example, instead of a handle with wide cups, put another handle with narrow side cups. This is where the problem arises. Such handles have wide side decorative cups protruding inward. And therefore, for its installation, a wide hole is drilled in the door leaf. An ordinary handle has much smaller side cups, and therefore, having installed such a handle instead of a knob, it becomes clear that the cups of the new handle do not cover the holes from the old one. You can get out in such a situation in several ways. The first and easiest way is to discard the idea of changing something and replace the old one, exactly the same handle. If you decide to install a new handle with narrow side cups instead of a handle with wide cups, there are two ways to go. The first option is to make linings installed under the new handles. Overlays covering the old and wide hole. You can make any shape, you can round, you can square, and you can also use various materials for the manufacture of overlays, for example, metal or plywood. If you have a manual milling machine, the linings can be sunk into the door leaf and made so that they do not protrude at all. This option is definitely good for its reliability and strength of the new base for attaching the handle. Second option, this is a situation when the hole is practically covered with a new handle, and only small uncovered places remain. In this case, you can putty and paint over the visible part of the old hole. To do this, I used regular polyurethane foam, applying it inside the hole. After the polyurethane foam dries, I remove the excess, checking that the latch is freely placed in its place. Then, with a putty of a color close to the surface of the door, on both sides of the door leaf, I putty the required area. To speed up the process, I use a building hair dryer due to which the putty dries immediately. If necessary, putty the surface again. After the putty has dried, I grind off the excess putty with sandpaper, grinding it to the level with the surface of the door leaf. At the same time, I use sandpaper first with a larger grain, then smaller. Then, with the paint matched to the color, I paint over the repaired area, including the matte halo left over from the sandpaper around the putty. After letting the paint dry, using the same hair dryer, then I cover the repaired place with colorless varnish and let it dry. After that, the repaired area can be lightly polished with felt. Thanks to these simple options, you can extend the life of the door leaf, close up various defects, and even install a handle with a smaller diameter of the side cups. That's all. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel. If the video turned out to be useful, like it. Good luck to everyone and see you soon.